go out into the fields and sweat their asses off all day long to handle the produce.
Hey, Tom, what's up? You're sitting comfortably in your air-conditioned home in your chair that you do all day long making videos. I work out in the heat all day long, too. I'm a mechanic. I fix cars that run at like 230 degrees while you sit in the air conditioning up front and fucking wait. But you want to pay the people that are picking lettuce the same amount that I make. While they don't spend the money here, they send it back to wherever they're from. They don't benefit the economy. You want to pay them pennies to keep them here, to preach that we want to pay them more. Because if they weren't here, you couldn't preach that. So you can take that chair you're sitting in and shove it right up your fat fucking ass.
Well, a lot to cover there. First and foremost, you talk about how I'm sitting in my air-conditioned house on my chair making videos like I do every day while you work out in the heat. Do you not put any credence into the fact that I spent 26 years in landscaping busting my ass out in the heat? Does that not account for anything for you? Does it account for you the summer I worked breaking down and tearing down and putting up carnival rides, or the years I spent before that working on the farms of southern Indiana doing things like putting up hay and detasseling corn? Does any of that bear any weight with you whatsoever? I spent 26 years in the field, not in a hot garage, in the field with the sun beating down on me. In installing patios and retaining walls, planting trees and shrubs, laying sod, grading properties out. That doesn't account for shit for you, does it? Of course not, because that would ruin your fucking narrative. The reason why I'm sitting in an air-conditioned office on this lovely, fantastic, extraordinarily comfortable chair is because I retired from that living back in February of 2018. And now I literally make more money doing content than I ever did doing landscaping. If that aggravates the fuck out of people like you, then that's just one of life's little bonuses. Secondly, I never once said that I want the people picking lettuce to make the same amount of money as you can. And I defy you to find a single video of mine, written post of mine on any social media site, chapter in either one of my 2 self-published books, or episode of either one of my 2 podcasts where I said anything of the sort. I said I want people picking lettuce in the field to have a livable wage, be able to pay their rent, get themselves to and from work, handle basic medical care, keep the lights on, and not have to rely on government assistance. If that's what you're making, then yes, I want them to make the same amount as you. If you're not making that, then I don't want them to make the same amount as you. So how about you stop pulling positions out of your fucking ass and attributing them to people who never took them? People like you are the absolute fucking worst because you don't bother to listen to people. You only listen to the parts that you want to hear, then you make assumptions about the rest. Yes, the people that are picking your fucking lettuce deserve a livable wage. And I want those people here because they're the only fucking people that want to do that work. I know because the 26 years I spent in landscaping, we tried to get American-born workers to do the work. And not for pennies. Once again, for the 10 millionth fucking time, 25 years ago, we're talking about Union 150 positions with health and welfare, guaranteed contractual annual raises, paid vacation, paid time off for the holidays, and more than a livable wage back in 25 years ago. We're talking $22 an hour to start driving a Bobcat with zero fucking experience and union membership. So do me a favor. Do the world a favor. Stop fucking assuming that you actually know what the fuck you're talking about, okay? Listen to the content that the people put out before you open that fucking hole in your face and make yourself look like an even bigger arse than you already have.